welcome to this week's vlog. It is Thursday the 18th and I have a lot to do today. So let's talk about reading plans first and then we'll talk about everything else. I'm going to finish Nobody in Particular, which is like this queer young adult book that I'm actually very much enjoying. And then I need to get 75% into Make You Mine This Christmas, which I am also very much enjoying. I need to write the CLEARURSHT story parts 7 through 9 and also 10 through 12 because I didn't do 7 through 9 yesterday. That's okay. That's fine. We'll just move it to the next day. It's not the end of the world. Wednesday is red. Hold on. Also because I'm like ahead of stuff anyway. I was supposed to do another book blanket panel and I might do that today. But I haven't decided if I'm really going to do that. So we'll see what I end up doing. But yeah, so CLEARURSHT needs to be done today. And then possibly start the next book panel. Maybe I'll just get like a couple of rows in. I don't really know. And then for like gaming things, I don't really talk about the fact that I play The Sims a lot. But I play The Sims a lot. And I think I want to play a legacy that I play, like a legacy means like a family tree. I think I'm gonna make a husband and a wife, and I think I want to play just this legacy throughout my entire pregnancy, the rest of my pregnancy rather, because, right. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. I think it'll be a lot of fun, so we shall see. I also, like, that's something I can start and then let them kind of run themselves in the background while I read or while I do work stuff or whatever. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be a good time. This weekend I think we might get the car seat and the stroller. We will see, because it's one of those things where like there's a sale and a coupon and this might be the best deal that we get, but the sale and coupon ends in October, and then like what if Black Friday has a better deal? We literally won't know. And if they don't have a better deal, then we missed our opportunity to save some money. And these are literally non-negotiable. Like, they are not negotiable items. We have to have a car seat or they won't let us take the baby home. So, I don't know. Did I talk about the fact that last week on Sunday, we went and did the hospital tour? I felt very out of place because like most things say you should do the hospital tour and register to give birth at the hospital in your 3rd or 4th month. I'm currently in my 4th month, so I was like, heck, like, we gotta get going. Everybody there was, like, in their 8th month, like, they were about to give birth. So I'm like, who lied to me? Who lied to me? And why? So that's how I feel about that. I'm like, for what? But yeah, I'm gonna go so that I can listen to Nobody in Particular, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye! It is Friday the 19th. So yesterday I did in fact finish Nobody in Particular 5-star read. I've had 2 5-star reads this month. I don't know what's going on, but I am enjoying some of the books I'm reading, so what a twist. No, it is quite good. I enjoyed Nobody in Particular a lot. It's very much giving Sapphic Red, White, and Royal Blue, but young adult. Like, the story is obviously different, but it's, like, giving that vibe. So if you liked that book and you read Sapphic books, you might like this one, okay? I don't normally give recommendations, so... which is crazy for a booktuber. I'm also currently 94% into Make You Mine This Christmas. I will be finishing that today. I'm enjoying it. It's solid. Not a whole lot more for me to talk about with regards to that. I'm enjoying it. Okay? That's where we're at. I realized yesterday I offhand mentioned calling the baby a parasite and then did not continue to explain that. And if this is if the commenter watches this video and is offended by my reaction, consider how I felt. So my announcement video went up, and in the initial part of my pregnancy, we collectively, like my family, whatever, we jokingly referred to the baby as the parasite, because quite frankly, that's all it is. In the initial few weeks, it's just a parasite that is fucking ruining your life, okay? That's it. It's not a fetus, or it's not a fetus, it's not a baby, it's not any of those things. It is a parasite that is literally ruining your life. So I was saying that as a joke, truly, but also because that's all that it is. It is. That's it. I think until like 8 weeks or something, it's not even considered a fetus. It doesn't even have like toes, you know? So in my announcement video, somebody had said, please don't call it that. That's a terrible thing to say. Call it something else. You didn't even congratulate me. First off, I'm gonna call it whatever the fuck I want. It's my baby and it's in my body. Let's consider that. It's in my body. It's taking nutrients from me. We currently have a parasitic relationship. It's one I consented to, but that is what's happening here, is a parasitic relationship. And that's fine. I consented to it. This is something I wanted. But I'm not wrong. So, and also, you didn't even congratulate me. So that's kind of rude. You just watched that video and said, I'm just gonna criticize. That's crazy. So I'm just gonna like put it out there now. If something I say or do with regards to my child that I'm growing in my body is something you disagree with, keep it to yourself. Keep that shit to yourself. I don't want to know. And quite frankly, I don't care. Like, unless I am putting my child in actual danger, which I think a lot of you would word that in a gentle way, unless I am putting my child in actual danger, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Respectfully. No, actually disrespectfully. That kind of comment is disrespectful and it's rude and it's out of pocket. Keep that shit to yourself. Sorry, I guess, but like, if you see this and you feel offended by me saying that, go. You can leave. Like, I don't make money off of YouTube, so you being here or not doesn't really do a lot for me. And that sounds terrible. Honestly, I am grateful for everybody that watches my stuff and everybody that comments and interacts with me. Honestly, I love it. It's a lot of fun. If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't still be doing it. But if that's how you respond, or if that's something that you do, or whatever, you want to make a comment that's out of pocket, that's not even like advice or anything, it's just your personal opinion about what I'm doing with the child that I'm growing, keep it to yourself. And if you can't keep it to yourself, you can go the door. There's the door. You know? The unsubscribe button, hit it. We don't have to be friends, and that's okay. Alright? That's me setting a boundary. Sorry. I hate setting boundaries on my channel. It feels icky. But, I feel like for the sake of my child and for the sake of me and my mental health, it's important for me to do that. So, if you feel offended by this, I'm so sorry. But also maybe you should learn not to say out-of-pocket shit to people. I don't know. The responses to my announcement have been kind of funny. Some of the things I've gotten are, yay, I think. Listen, if this was unwanted or unplanned, I wouldn't be telling anybody about it. It would be between me, my husband, and God. That's it. Nobody else would know. So there's that. The other one that's kind of along the same lines was like, I didn't expect this at all. And I was talking to Ozzy about this because Ozzy watches all of my content, but then is also one of my best friends and sees me all the time. And she was like, you do give child-free vibes. Like, you give happily child-free, on purpose child-free vibes. And that's online. But in person, I'm like, no, I want a baby. We've wanted a baby. We've been planning this. I've been changing things with my health and like doing things with my medications and like talking to doctors and like prepping myself. Sorry, all my stuff's going off for me to take my meds. Like prepping myself to get pregnant. For a year, at least, like 6 months to a year, I've been prepping with the intention to get pregnant. So it's very funny that I guess online I just give this vibe of like, yeah, no, I'm happily child-free, which no, no besties. I have wanted a child. I don't know why that's so surprising to me. The other, if my parents are watching this video, don't. The other funny thing is when people ask if we were trying. Do you actually want me to answer that question? Is that like a real question? Were you having coitus with a purpose? Is this the, like, that's the question you're asking. And that's weird. That's a weird question. There are some other questions that are weird, but I'm not even gonna talk about them because I don't even want to have that conversation in the comments. But that's, those are the ones that are kind of funny and like also kind of weird and whatever. It's been a time. But yeah, so reading, let's talk about that. I do plan to finish Make You Mine this Christmas, and then I'm probably going to start Small Gods by Terry Pratchett. Sorry to editing me because my face has been in that corner where the things go. I try to be more mindful of that. That's the plan. I might not actually start Small Gods, but I'd like to start it. I don't know that I'd even get 50% into it. And then I've picked out 2 more books for if I do finish the whole the whole TBR, because I expect that I will. All I've got left is Small Gods, Love It 350, which is a reread, and Killing Me, which is a manga, and I plan to read Killing Me over the weekend. And then I'm also going to read The Once and Future Witches for book club, and I'll start that whenever. That one's not as big of a deal for me to start. But that's the plan currently. So I've added 2 more books. I added The Dead Husband Cookbook and The Hunger We Passed Down. So we'll see if I actually do read those, but I added those. But that's going to be it. I gotta go because I got a lot of stuff I need to do for work, but I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye! Good morning. It is Monday the 22nd. I'm behind on pretty much everything, but that's fine. I need to do all of the CLEARURSHT stuff because I didn't do any of it last week, but that's fine. We still have time, so it's not the end of the world. I also need to do updates on my reading stuff because I was reading, I just wasn't tracking it effectively. But that's fine. Again, fixable, not a big deal, not the end of the world. For reading, over the weekend, I finished Killing Me, which was a manga for the Sapphic September readathon. It was a solid 3-star read. I've read it before, so not like, you know, a huge thing to write home about. I also have been reading Your Brain on Pregnancy, which is just talking about your mental health while pregnant. And I don't even think I have the cover for that. Sorry to editing me. I think that's it for today. I'm going to be starting Small Gods and then also Love It 350. Ideally, I'll get 25% into Love It 350 and 50% into Small Gods by Terry Pratchett, and then Love It 350. I don't remember who wrote that book. I'm in a lot of back pain again. I think it's because we got a memory foam mattress topper for my husband's back, and now I think it is fucking up my back. So that's cool. So I'm in a lot of pain, so I'm pretty nauseous because of it. I love it. Being pregnant is great. I had a migraine last night. Very solid. Highly recommend. So, that's where I'm at. That's why you're getting a very short update, because I feel like shit and I need to edit, and I feel really bad. My back is fucking killing me. I'm gonna kill someone, actually. No, that's being dramatic. But my back hurts. And I know you're probably thinking, well, you're sitting on a fucking yoga ball, so that can't possibly help. The chair doesn't help either. I'm in pain as long as I'm sitting up. So, as long as I am putting pressure on my spine, I'm in pain. So, it doesn't matter. Pregnancy is a joy. That's all I got. Bye! It is Tuesday, the 23rd, and I read too much yesterday. Yeah, let's talk about it. So, yesterday I finished Small Gods by Terry Pratchett, 3-star read. I enjoyed it though. The humor was really funny. 3 stars is not a bad review. It actually is not me being negative at all. I found it quite amusing. Terry Pratchett just be fun, you know? What else? I also started and finished, by accident, The Dead Husband Cookbook. I started it as an audiobook, and I was enjoying it as an audiobook, but then, I went and got on the couch and just, like, kept reading it and didn't stop. And then, like, we had D&D, and what is that that's behind me? Oh, it's not behind me, it's my cup. I was like, what is that? We had D&D, kind of, and, when we finished it, I was like, okay, anyway, I'm gonna go read my book. To be fair, I was in a lot of pain, so, like, I just needed to focus on literally anything. I'm still in a lot of pain, but not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was really rough. So, yeah, I ended up finishing The Dead Husband Cookbook. I fucking loved that book. Really good. 4-star read, not 5, because it was a little predictable by the end. I mean, there was a twist at the end that I super did not predict, but it was really good. If you like thrillers and murder and I support women's wrongs and old historical murder things getting figured out and possible cannibalism and things like that, you will like this book. And God, it was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed it. No paranormal aspects or anything. I mean, like, a little bit when it comes to, like, the cannibalism possibility conversation, but it was kind of more of an afterthought. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a super good book. Then I also got 25% into Love at 350, and I am enjoying my reread. I really forgot how much I like these characters in this book. It's fun. It's fun. That's all I have for you. I'm only 25% in, you know, I don't have a whole lot else to say. And then this morning, I ended up finishing Your Brain on Pregnancy, 3-star read, only because for me, it talks about prenatal, like in pregnancy, depression and anxiety, and like how to protect yourself, and like how to know that that's what's happening, and like how that will affect your baby and that kind of thing. For me, my symptoms of those kinds of things are directly related to my ADHD, because we have decreased my medication for the sake of the baby. My depression and anxiety have increased. So I know for a fact that my ADHD causes those things. I have a very hard time with, like, emotional regulation with regards to my ADHD. And so I know that that's why. And ADHD is simply not touched on at all. I didn't necessarily expect it to be, but I still kind of wish it had been a little bit. So that's how I feel about that. I did enjoy it though. It was really science-based. I like that. And it wasn't like split up month by month, so I didn't feel like, oh, I have to wait to read this until I reach like a certain amount of being pregnant or anything like that. So I liked that. But 3-star read for that. The reading plan today, I am going to get 50% into Love at 350, maybe 75%, but 50% is the goal. I am going to start The Hunger We Pass Down. I don't care how far I get into it, I'm just going to start it. And then for an audiobook, I'm going to start Thirst once again. I don't care if I finish it, I'm just starting it. I will likely finish it. It's only an 8-hour audiobook, and I don't really have any meetings today, right now. But that's currently the plan, is to, that's the plan, is to start some of these things and just see how far I get, essentially. You know, I might not get very far. Tomorrow, I might not update at all. That's largely because I have a doctor's appointment and I am less likely to update when I do not have work. And I don't have work. I'm trying to, in the first, like, until December, I think. Currently my doctor's appointments are once a month for baby. So I'm trying to just take that whole day off so that I can, like, enjoy it and also like have time out. Aiden is also taking the whole day off, so we can like do things in the nursery if needed, whatever. We've set a date for the baby shower, so that's pretty exciting. I'm like letting some people know as needed. I gotta start a group chat with Aiden's siblings for that too. But that's it. I don't have a lot else to go over, and Cotter's food bowl is filling and it is an obnoxious sound. So I'm gonna go. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. What was my last update? I don't know, hold on. Let me check some things. Okay, yeah. Did I talk about having finished Your Brain on Pregnancy? I think I did. So, it is Thursday, the 25th, which means I will be closing out the vlog here. Let me see if I can fix some of this lighting a little bit. Is that better? So, I will be closing out the vlog. We went to the doctor yesterday. Let me talk about that, and then I'll talk about books. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I think every week my brain just works slightly less. Baby is doing good. The heartbeat was 154 beats per minute, which is good, and that's all I really get to know at this appointment. I'm going to be scheduling my anatomy scan soon, which, if you don't know, an anatomy scan is like where they check to see if the head is the right size and the organs are the right size and that kind of thing. So that'll be a pretty big ultrasound, and that will be sometime next month. I'm currently 15 weeks in my 16th week. So I will get it done around 20 weeks is the usual goal, so probably sometime around next month or in November. Yeah, speaking of that, I need to do a lot of CLEARURSHT stuff. But anyway, I did not finish Thirsty. I like started it, but I didn't even get a little bit into it, honestly. So yeah, I did get 50% into Love at 350. Didn't read more than that. Yesterday, I got 33% into The Hunger We Passed Down. It is very interesting so far. I am enjoying it, but I don't have a whole lot to say about it yet because I'm not very far. So there we go. My camera needs to charge, so I'm gonna actually end here. I will see you guys next week. Hope you're having a great day. Okay? Okay, thanks, bye.